Today we're going to talk about a wonderful progression from a wonderful tune called and here comes the sweet, sweet, sweet progression. I love it a lot. Hello. So here we have that. So I'm focusing on playing this. I'm representing the Church of Ukulology, by the way. Of Church of Ukulology will learn you the right fingering and steal your money. And you will have a clear brain and a clear conscience and be very good at fingering. So now I'm going to play what I love, this turnaround, and I'm going to play that for you now in the full context. It's the last 8 bars of the song, which is based on 2, 5, 1 progressions in major and minor. So here we go. So I remember I had a debate. I was suggesting that people do not buy ukes that are too small for their fingers, and some people thought I was a dangerous, suppressive person because of that. But in the Church of Ukulology, we just urge you to do what makes sense to you. If you look at the sheet, you have, I'm focusing on the last 4 bars and the last 8 bars of this. So the last part of it, which is by far the most difficult, but also the most fun to play. It sounds different if you have a low G ukulele. So 5, 7, 6, 7, move down. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8. Again. Again. So if you learn that one, you move on to the next one. You go. I think it sounds great, but try it again, right? So I'm focusing on the last 4 bars, and then I go to the top. Don't play things from the top. Find the difficult sections and see if you can play them, and play them a lot. Because if you go from the top all the time, you learn the beginning of the song and never the ending of it. And if you approach your life that way, every time things get difficult, you start from the beginning. The Church of Ukulology will not like you. Beautiful. So look at the fingering, look at how the chords are constructed. There might be a few errors, some things you disagree with, but my point here is you could play this by using open chords also. It's good, it's bluesy. What's wrong with that? The problem is the chord sings forever, and you have to learn damping techniques and what have you. So what I urge you to do for the challenge of it is these difficult fingerings. So the last 4 bars again. 1, 2, 3, 4. What happened here? I'm about to move back to the song itself. So Now, without further ado, I'm moving back 4 chords again. So this is 2, 5, 1 in minor. Alright, go for that. So my A minor chord, this is F sharp minor. I move that up 3 chords. This is trying to put boring theory into your mind and advanced fingering and using a nice tune as a Trojan horse, because it is actually fucking boring, but it will make you a bloody better uku and a better person, because we believe in better persons in the Church of Ukulology. What is this? Oh, a frisbee! Yeah. My dog came with that. So here we have A minor, and you have 2, 5, 1 in A minor, because this is A, this is 2, and this is 5. So you could play if you like. You could play this, this, but what I urge you to do is try this instead, because it's more difficult and sounds a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. One, two, three, four. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. My dog wants me to play the frisbee, so here we have it. Blah 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 blah. But we can't get. Isn't it just terribly, terribly cute? Frisbee, but we're playing the ukulele. Yeah, yeah. I would have a frisbee. Yeah, it's wonderful. Okay, so. In order to play Sweet Georgia Brown, I'm focusing on the most difficult parts of it. And in order, you can play simplified and you don't need the turnarounds, but it sounds a whole lot better and more jazzy and more in the spirit of the Church of Ukulology. So I'm trying to play the last turnaround, despite the fact that it's a little difficult, and sing on the top of it. No, we'll see about that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-da-doo. So that's the thick of it. So the difficult turnaround you should focus on because it's good fun. You could also play the simplified version. You don't need to make your life difficult, but in order to make bass players confused and make you look good, play the advanced chords and use closed shapes, because that's the next development you might have using the uke. Maybe you should focus just for 1 second that this melody is divided into 2 parts, right? And the first part also have a turnaround, which is slightly shorter. So that goes, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This sounds totally out of tune, that playing the A7 here, but that's because we're building up tension in order to move into the melody, right? So focusing on bar 13, 14, 15 and 16, that would be, and that's very nice progression. You can play open chords if you like. Why not? But the thing to do is to play it closed chords. Well, I hope you had fun with this. My voice is a little not up to tune today, but I'm gonna make later in the day a fast playthrough. But the key to this is learn the inversions and the turnarounds, because it's going to make your uke playing more interesting and more fun. And also remember, sometimes you have other people listening to you playing. One last attempt at the turnaround that you have to begin with is this is fun. Yeah, I hope you have fun with it. It's a little for the intermediate player, I guess, but you can learn it. I mean, come on. I love you. You're terrible. You're terrible. You're a terrible lady. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I hope you have fun with this. I had. It's a tad difficult, but don't forget, use the sheet. Be patient. I mean, they named an entire nation after me, and then they have a concept named Sisu, which means something like, you check it out. Cheers, have fun.